वेजी पास्ता उबालो मिलाओ और खाओ
8 मिनट में तैयार।
क्या टेस्ट है सबका राजा हार्डकोर मसाला।
Our pure Shahi Paneer Masala. Delicious, healthy, every day.
The AI summit is on. The focus is even more on AI, and with this talk of AI boom, jobs going, Vinod Khosla has made a comment which has created further panic in a panic-stricken environment. In my view, not necessary. He's a well-known tech billionaire and venture capitalist. He says IT and BPO services will completely disappear over the next 5 years. And then he says something as prophetic as, all jobs will disappear in 50 years. Now, this is not an offhand remark. Vinod Khosla is the founder of Khosla Ventures, established 2004, deep investments in AI, sustainability, medicine, and other technologies. He was also an early backer of OpenAI, and he made a lot of money there. In other words, he's not a casual observer. He's deeply invested financially and ideologically in an AI-driven future. So it is possible that he's used overstatement to make a point that also suits his overall business interests. But you see, the atmosphere is already volatile. Just 5 days ago, TCS shares fell to 5.5-year low. TCS just collapsed. And across India's IT corridors, there is a growing paranoia. Will automation hollow out all services? Will AI wipe out all jobs? Are entry-level jobs all at risk? So when a prominent AI investor like Khosla says,
From Asia's largest news headquarters, setting the agenda for Bharat. You're watching Republic.
Thank you for joining us on This Is Exclusive, ladies and gentlemen. What a crazy day it's been. What a crazy day. Rahul Gandhi, who's been exposed completely on the General Naravane issue. 24 hours ago here on Republic TV, we brought you the General Naravane interview, and the interview has ended up exposing Rahul Gandhi and what he tried to do in Parliament. And as the General Naravane card crumbles, Rahul Gandhi has resorted to this Baniyan circus. Shirtless, and as the BJP called it, they called it brainless, shirtless tactic of Rahul Gandhi's party, the Congress. They went into the AI summit to try and humiliate India, to tarnish India's image, but they were booted out. We'll tell you what happened. We have exclusive videos, exclusive testimonies of what happened at the Bharat Mandapam today, where the AI summit is underway. That and much more. We have a big political exclusive coming up. Here are the headlines. Supreme Court deploys judicial officers to oversee Bengal SIR, calls it an extraordinary step as the standoff continues, which means judicial officers, court officers will oversee the elections in Bengal now. Another legal setback for the Congress party. They have lost the case against Republic. They've decided to withdraw. The case has been dismissed. Congress protests at the India AI Impact Summit. Shirtless Congress workers barge into the summit. BJP claims the Congress High Command planned it.
आप गलत कह रहे हैं। भारत की जमीन पर कब्जा नहीं हुआ है। राहुल जी ने कहा कि अज्ञात सूत्रों का हवाला दे रहे हैं, भारत की जमीन पर कब्जा नहीं हुआ है।
Exposed by General Naravane directly, Rahul Gandhi ducks questions from Republic, goes silent on what General Naravane said. He gets angry with the Republic questions, runs from every question.
Thank you.
Priyanka Vadra also runs from the Republic questions, embarrassed completely. She's evasive when asked about what General Naravane said, putting that debate to end. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a big exclusive. We are starting with this political exclusive. Now, why is this significant? Now, the two gentlemen you see behind me, one is Humayun Kabir and the second is Owaisi. Now, who are they? Humayun Kabir is the Muslim leader in Bengal who wants to build a Babri Masjid in Murshidabad. And then you have Asaduddin Owaisi. Asaduddin Owaisi and Humayun Kabir are coming together. Let me go across to Harsha joining us with this big political scoop. Political scoop on Republic. Harsha, with the details, the impact is going to be on Mamata Banerjee. Harsha.
Yes, you rightly pointed on Niranjan, direct impact on Mamata Banerjee because 40% of minority vote is what AIMIM and GUP is looking at. Already Humayun Kabir has denied any ties with the Congress party, ISF and the CPIM, and already he has hinted over the potential ties with the AIMIM. Asaduddin Owaisi. Asaduddin Owaisi already in 2012 have contested on 6 seats, but this time he has been eyeing in all the seats in West Bengal. However, Humayun Kabir has stated that he wants to contest on 130 seats. Let me tell you, the biggest scoop is that already the talks are underway between JUP and AIMIM, Asaduddin Owaisi, and both the leaders will be meeting in Kolkata next week. This is the update which Republic has got hands on. We have got to know that already talks are underway. The seat sharing final talks will take place in Kolkata when Owaisi will be visiting next week in Kolkata and will be meeting Humayun Kabir here for the seat sharing, and also how it is supremely important that what will be the prospects, significant prospects for the Bharatiya Janata Party when AIMIM and JUP will have the ties. And this is what the next week will transpire, and what it looks like is the 40% minority vote bank which they are expecting will distract from the TMC and come towards them. Back to you.
Yeah. Now, let me ask you something. Harsha, he broke away from Mamata Banerjee. He is building the Babri Masjid. Owaisi, we know, had a little bit of an impact in the Bengal elections last, in the last poll, which was 5 years ago, in the year 2021. We know what Owaisi is capable of, for example, in Maharashtra, what he was able to do, won more seats than Raj Thackeray and even Ajit Pawar in the Mumbai elections. Now, both of them coming together. Now, you've been in Kolkata. What is the impact of Humayun Kabir? What is his pull? What is his impact? What is the kind of support that he enjoys on the ground?
So his main ground is in near the Murshidabad area, Kishanganj area, and all the border areas, Niranjan specifically. And that's what we saw in Bildanga also when Humayun Kabir, started his rally in the favor of the Babri Masjid, that the mosque should be constructed there. He came out of he broke all ties with TMC, got out of TMC, built his own party because he wanted to mark himself. He was continuously stating Mamata Banerjee has not been serious about the Babri Mosque replica which I want to make in Bildanga. And he has a major impact. If we see the majority Muslim population which lies in the border areas, the border of the Bangladesh and West Bengal, majorly Malda, Murshidabad, this Kolkata junction, there's a whole line of the minority vote bank. Almost 40% is the minority vote bank in West Bengal, which also Humayun Kabir is eyeing at. But he knows that he needs a very powerful potential tie with one of the party. He denied with ISF because there was a seat sharing issue. He stated that ISF was trying to overplay him. That's the reason he didn't tie with ISF Congress. He never wanted only Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary. He will support, but individually, not the Congress party. CPIM, no ground at all. Therefore, he will not support. He will not have ties. Only AIMIM is the only party, Niranjan. And if we see the history of AIMIM, not only in Maharashtra, but in Bihar also, in the border areas specifically, the vote bank and vote share of AIMIM was intact. The seats were less, but the vote share it could maintain like the last election, and this time also AIMIM wants a party with a better ties, with which the seat sharing negotiation could be well, and also the fair share could come to AIMIM and both JUP, and that's the reason why the AIMM leaders have been speaking to JUP since long. And what we hear is that the final call will be taken in Kolkata next week, so we can say that the final alliance between the two parties, the potential alliance, is coming next week, and we'll get to see both OSC and JUP shaking hands here in Kolkata with announcing their seat sharing plan here. Back to you.
Okay. Thank you for joining us with those inputs. That's a big news break there. Story being broken by Harsha in the national media. Nobody has a clue or whiff of the story, but we have. So, good one, Harsha, as she tracks the developments there. Ladies and gentlemen, as we show you the videos, so what I will do now is first I will play out the admission. There is an admission of Rahul Gandhi's handpicked leader for the Youth Congress, who, while speaking to Republic TV, admits that they carried out, they planned, they did it. Yes, he says, yes, we did it, yes, we did it, yes, we did. Big admission by Rahul Gandhi's Congress on Republic TV. We're playing out that soundbite of them admitting to what they did at the AI summit. They say, yes, we did it, and we'll do it again. There's no bigger admission. They planned it. The conspiracy is proven. Let's play it out.
यूथ कांग्रेस ने प्रोटेस्ट किया तो यूथ कांग्रेस का आइडिया बॉस
Who gave the go ahead?
our volunteers gave the go ahead. They are independent body. We youth congress, all the youth congress stood by them. हम उनके साथ हैं और हम एक साथ हैं और हम उनके लिए हम सब ने go ahead दिए.
Sir, so what kind of image will this Baniyan protest will send across the international platform?
आपको क्या लगता है?
आप बताइए सर.
प्रोटेस्ट हो रहा है इसमें जैसे ये तो नथिंग, इसमें डिबेट करने वाली क्या बात है. ऐसा दुनिया में पहला प्रोटेस्ट तो नहीं हुआ है. बहुत से देशों में यहाँ डेमोक्रेसी है, वहाँ होता है, यहाँ भी. यूथ कांग्रेस ने प्रोटेस्ट किया तो यूथ कांग्रेस का आइडिया बॉस.
Who gave the go ahead?
our volunteers gave the go ahead. They are independent body. We youth congress, all the youth congress stood by them. हम उनके साथ हैं और हम एक साथ हैं और हम उनके लिए हम सब ने go ahead दिए.
Sir, so what kind of image will this Baniyan protest will send across the international platform?
आपको क्या लगता है?
आप बताइए सर.
प्रोटेस्ट हो रहा है इसमें जैसे ये तो नथिंग, इसमें डिबेट करने वाली क्या बात है. ऐसा दुनिया में पहला प्रोटेस्ट तो नहीं हुआ है. बहुत से देशों में यहाँ डेमोक्रेसी है, वहाँ होता है, यहाँ भी हुआ है.
That was them admitting to it, ladies and gentlemen. But I want to play the full video out, the full unedited video of how the Congress workers were kicked out. They went to the summit and they were kicked out. Exclusive video, exclusive. And take a listen. Look at this video. How they went in, how they barged in, what they tried, and how they were kicked out by the public at the AI summit. I've given you a DV with the...
You are compromised. You are destroying your reputation. Destroying your reputation. Destroying your reputation. It's our reputation. You are compromised. You are compromised. You are destroying your reputation. Destroying your reputation. Destroying your reputation. It's our reputation. You are compromised.
So that is what happened, ladies and gentlemen. This is the full sequence of events. There is another video actually. While I speak over this video, there is another video of them. They all gathered outside the Google exhibit, the Google Expo, the Google stall at the AI Summit, and they started from there. So I'll pull that video out. Can we pull that video out? We'll pull that video out while I speak over this video. Now, ladies and gentlemen, look at them. Yeah, look at this video. I want to play that video out with the audio, please. Let's play it out with the audio. Look how they gathered. It's almost like they were going to swim, jump into the sea, all of them. They removed their shirts like they were about to jump into the swimming pool, and then they started walking. God knows what they were trying to do. I'm playing that video once more. They thought they'll take a 100-meter sprint from the Google stall to the other end of Bharat Mandapam. They did do that. They took a 100-meter sprint, and then at the end of the finish line, they were kicked out by the public, which felt enough is enough. We'll play this video out once more. Take a look at it. This is how it happened. That's the run-up. Went to the AI Summit. All of them had registered, had a QR code, removed their Baniyan, and then started saying, chanting slogans of PM, marched through the Tata stall. You can see the Tata stall there at the AI Summit. Kept marching. It's a 100-meter sprint. And whoever this was shooting these videos with them kept showing the T-shirts. And nearly 10 of the Congress workers. This is the fag end. This is the other end. 100-meter sprint complete. And then, by this time, they had managed to get enough attention. And then the public came. And next, as we know, is history. They were kicked out. The public kicked them out. I want to play the video, in fact, of how the public kicked them out. Because this is not about BJP or Congress. This was India's summit. It was India's AI summit. Take a look at this. This man, in fact, says it's about India's reputation. He kept screaming it is about India's reputation, India's reputation. Listen to him. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, that is Rahul Gandhi's team. And one may be wondering, what were they thinking and why did they do that? Why did they resort to this? Because, ladies and gentlemen, look at the headlines for them. They spent 1 month blocking the budget session of Parliament, raking up the general. They spoke about General Naravane. They kept waving books and everything that they could possibly do to stall Parliament for a month since the budget session began. They tried their best to stall Parliament. But last evening, Republic burst that bubble by doing this interview of General Naravane, where General Naravane comes out and he just exposes the Congress narrative in one go by saying that no land was ceded to China. And then he talks about how Congress party, and it directs it up to Rahul Gandhi when a question was asked about whether he felt alone during the Galwan crisis. He says, anybody can say anything. And then he took on the Caravan magazine, which, by the way, Rahul Gandhi held in his hand inside the Parliament. He responded to that directly, saying that anybody can, you can't really trust an article which is quoting unnamed sources. Now, all of this was in that interview, and after we put that out, they were exposed. They had egg on their face, and perhaps that is why they resorted to what they did today in the Bharat Mandapam. Here's the story. We tried questioning Rahul Gandhi, questioning Priyanka Vadra. Here's how they ran away from our cameras after being exposed by General Naravane.
For 2 weeks, Rahul Gandhi brandished General Naravane's unpublished memoir as a prop. Now the general strikes back hard. In an exclusive interview, Naravane declares no inch of Indian land was ceded to China.
especially about the statement that you have already given that not an inch of Indian land had been taken by the Chinese. Do you still maintain that?
I think you should ask a reverse question to the Chinese, that have they occupied any Indian land? And answer to that question, I think, will satisfy all those who have any doubts on this matter.
Republic has now confronted Rahul Gandhi.
सर राहुल जी जनरल नरवणे ने कहा है कि वो आप गलत कह रहे हैं। राहुल जी जनरल नरवणे ने कहा कि आप गलत कह रहे हैं। राहुल जी जनरल नरवणे ने कहा कि आप गलत कह रहे हैं। भारत की जमीन पर कब्जा नहीं हुआ। राहुल जी जनरल नरवणे ने कहा कि आप गलत कह रहे हैं, गलत आर्टिकल का हवाला दे रहे हैं, भारत की जमीन पर कब्जा नहीं कर रहे हैं। राहुल जी जनरल नरवणे ने कहा कि अज्ञात सूत्रों का हवाला दे रहे हैं, भारत की जमीन पर कब्जा नहीं हुआ है। राहुल जी क्या कहेंगे? जनरल नरवणे ने कहा है कि आपने अज्ञात सूत्रों का हवाला दिया है, भारत की जमीन पर कब्जा नहीं हुआ है। सर ट्रम्प सेड दैट ही सेव्ड द वॉर वंस अगेन। सर राहुल सर ट्रम्प वंस अगेन सेड दैट ही सेव्ड द वॉर। राहुल जी क्या कहेंगे? जनरल नरवणे ने कहा है कि अज्ञात सूत्रों का हवाला दिया है आपने, भारत की जमीन पर कब्जा नहीं हुआ। राहुल जी राहुल जी क्या कहेंगे? राहुल जी क्या आपने गलत कहा था? राहुल जी क्या आपने गलत कहा था? जनरल नरवणे ने कहा कि अज्ञात सूत्रों का हवाला।
Gandhi dodges, walks away silent. Priyanka Gandhi too was mum.
Thank you. We have given a bite.
While on one hand, Naravane's truth stands unchallenged, Congress is left red-faced and embarrassed.
And today we tried questioning Rahul Gandhi. He landed in Lucknow early because he had a court appearance in Uttar Pradesh for, ironically, another defamation case. Because he says something and then he runs away from it and then he gets into legal mess. And just like in the case of General Naravane, he said something, was exposed completely. Ironic as it was, he landed in Lucknow for a court case. He was appearing in court over a defamation suit that was filed for what he said about the Union Home Minister. We tried asking him questions on what he said about General Naravane, and he just ran from Republic. He saw the mic, he pushes Republic mic once, twice, three times, but the questions didn't stop. We kept asking him again and again and again and again and again. Exposed by General Naravane. Watch Rahul run.
सर राहुल जी जनरल नरवणे ने कहा है कि वो आप गलत कह रहे हैं। राहुल जी जनरल नरवणे ने कहा कि आप गलत कह रहे हैं। राहुल जी जनरल नरवणे ने कहा कि आप गलत कह रहे हैं, भारत की जमीन पर कब्जा नहीं हुआ। राहुल जी जनरल नरवणे ने कहा कि आप गलत कह रहे हैं, गलत आर्टिकल का हवाला दे रहे हैं, भारत की जमीन पर कब्जा नहीं कर रहे हैं। राहुल जी जनरल नरवणे ने कहा कि अज्ञात सूत्रों का हवाला दे रहे हैं, भारत की जमीन पर कब्जा नहीं हुआ है। राहुल जी क्या कहेंगे? जनरल नरवणे ने कहा है कि आपने अज्ञात सूत्रों का हवाला दिया है, भारत की जमीन पर कब्जा नहीं हुआ है। सर ट्रम्प सेड दैट ही सेव्ड द वॉर वंस अगेन। सर राहुल सर ट्रम्प वंस अगेन सेड दैट ही सेव्ड द वॉर। राहुल जी क्या कहेंगे? जनरल नरवणे ने कहा है कि अज्ञात सूत्रों का हवाला दिया है आपने, भारत की जमीन पर कब्जा नहीं हुआ। राहुल जी क्या कहेंगे? राहुल जी क्या आपने गलत कहा था? राहुल जी क्या आपने गलत कहा था? जनरल नरवणे ने कहा कि अज्ञात सूत्रों का हवाला।
And that's it on this edition of This is Exclusive, ladies and gentlemen. We'll take a short break, but the debate with Arnab at 8 p.m. on General Naravane. On how the Congress has its lips sealed this evening on what General Naravane said. That's at 8. and the Baniyan circus. That's at 9 p.m. Thanks for watching.
Co-powered by Century Ply Club Prime. Raho Befikar.
Amity has one of India's most advanced supercomputing facilities for AI research and teaching. Equipped with world-class facilities, the center drives interdisciplinary research and industry-academia collaboration, preparing students for disruptive AI technologies. Committed to India's global tech leap, Amity is proud to be the knowledge partner at India AI Impact Summit.
आर प्योर सूजी पास्ता उबालो मिलाओ और खाओ
8 मिनट में तैयार
क्या टेस्ट है सबका राजा आर प्योर मसाला मुस्कुराए लड़खड़ाए जिंदगी चाहे जो भी हो
सर पेशेंट के लिए कौन सा रूम प्रेफर करेंगे आप
जिंदगी भर के प्यार का कोई रेट कार्ड नहीं होता टाटा AIG हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस विद यू लाइक फैमिली विद यू ऑलवेज
ये है सीक्रेट रेसिपी MDH का जीरा सिप जल जीरा मसाला सिप सिप जीरा सिप MDH का जल जीरा सिप MDH का जल जीरा सिप
MDH की देगी मिर्च
देगी मिर्च का तड़का अंग अंग फड़का
MDH की देगी मिर्च.
The AI summit is on. The focus is even more on AI, and with this talk of AI boom, jobs going, Khosla has made a comment which has created further panic in a panic-stricken environment. In my view, not necessary. He's a well-known tech billionaire and venture capitalist. He says IT and BPO services will completely disappear over the next 5 years. And then he says something as prophetic as all jobs will disappear in 50 years. Now, this is not an offhand remark. Khosla is the founder of Khosla Ventures, established 2004, deep investments in AI, sustainability, medicine, and other technologies. He was also an early backer of OpenAI, and he made a lot of money there. In other words, he's not a casual observer. He's deeply invested financially and ideologically in an AI-driven future. So it is possible that he's used overstatement to make a point that also suits his overall business interests. But you see, the atmosphere is already volatile. Just 5 days ago, TCS shares fell to 5.5-year low. TCS just collapsed. And across India's IT corridors, there is a growing paranoia. Will automation hollow out all services? Will AI wipe out all jobs? Are entry-level jobs all at risk? So when a prominent AI investor like Khosla says that IT and BPO sector will disappear, it amplifies that panic. Khosla is a futurist. He's an attempted futurist. His job is to think in exponential curves. From his vantage point, radical transformation is profitable also. And that perspective naturally skews towards very aggressive forecasts. But to extrapolate that all IT, BPO will vanish, all jobs will vanish eventually, is a maximalist, Khosla kind of claim. Now, I believe in a little bit more of an Indian approach, a balanced approach. And earlier today, I spoke to the remarkable tech genius Sridhar Vembu, founder of Zoho Corporation, who we are very proud of, who offered a more grounded view. He acknowledged disruption, and I'm going to be playing out this. He acknowledged disruption, but he emphasized more on adaptation. Now, Sridhar Vembu is the founder of Zoho, homegrown company, hundreds of millions of customers, CRM, finance, workplace tools, all increasingly powered by AI. He was humble enough to say that history is witness to the fact that when a new technology disrupts the job market, many other jobs are also created. So he doesn't take a typical VC, private equity, maximalist, hyper Khosla kind of approach. He is humble enough to say that he said being a little behind does not mean that we are behind. It actually means that we will get better. And he cited, of course, Sarvam AI as an example of what a moderately sized Indian AI firm can do with scaling up. Personally, I would go, and I think it is better to go with a Sridhar Vembu than a Khosla approach, because if history is any guide, evolution and not extinction is the more natural pattern in India because of what we are as a country.
Co-powered by Century Ply Club Prime. Raho befikar.
मुस्कुराए लड़खड़ाए जिंदगी चाहे जो भी हो।
सर, पेशेंट के लिए कौन सा रूम प्रेफर करेंगे आप?
जिंदगी भर के प्यार का कोई रेट कार्ड नहीं होता। टाटा AIG हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस, विद यू लाइक फैमिली, विद यू ऑलवेज।
ये है सीक्रेट रेसिपी MDH का जीरा सिप जलजीरा मसाला। सिप सिप जीरा सिप जीरा सिप MDH का जलजीरा जीरा सिप MDH का जलजीरा जीरा सिप।
अरे टेंशन किस बात की? सेंचुरी प्रोवुड का प्रीमियम प्लस है ना, लो एमिशन है, हाई डेंसिटी है, वाटर रेजिस्टेंट भी, टर्माइट एंड बोरो रेजिस्टेंट भी है। यानी ये है जहां नो टेंशन वहां।
प्रीमियम प्लस बाय सेंचुरी प्रोवुड।
थोड़े में ज्यादा स्वाद, यही तो है इसकी खास बात। वाओ मामा, क्या स्वाद है? अरे मेरे राजा, राजा और प्योर मसाला।
प्योर सूजी पास्ता उबालो मिलाओ और खाओ,
8 मिनट में तैयार।
क्या टेस्ट है सबका राजा हार्डकोर मसाला।
The AI summit is on. The focus is even more on AI, and with this talk of AI boom, jobs going, Vinod Khosla has made a comment which has created further panic in a panic-stricken environment. In my view, not necessary. He's a well-known tech billionaire and venture capitalist. He says IT and BPO services will completely disappear over the next 5 years. And then he says something as prophetic as all jobs will disappear in 50 years. Now, this is not an offhand remark. Vinod Khosla is the founder of Khosla Ventures, established 2004, deep investments in AI, sustainability, medicine, and other technologies. He was also an early backer of OpenAI, and he made a lot of money there. In other words, he's not a casual observer. He's deeply invested financially and ideologically in an AI-driven future. So it is possible that he's used overstatement to make a point that also suits his overall business interests. But you see, the atmosphere is already volatile. Just 5 days ago, TCS shares
A very good evening. You're watching Trending. I'm Shivangi Shukla, getting you the latest. And let's take a look at what's making news and what's trending all over, especially on social media. We're getting these top updates which are coming in, starting with the circus that we saw at Bharat Mandapam. So we saw that the Congress youth workers were protesting shirtless at Bharat Mandapam at a global AI summit. And we see that the BJP has hit out, calling it brainless. And we'll also be talking about the second story where we saw that it's very embarrassing for Pakistan. What we saw is the Pakistan Prime Minister was sidelined at the Board of Peace meeting in Washington, DC. Extremely embarrassing moment for Pakistan. And it's a big win for Epstein survivors. We see a big payout by the Epstein state to these survivors. But is this enough for them? So let's start with what was making the news today and creating a big buzz at a global summit meant to showcase India's AI ambitions. we see a staged protest by youth Congress workers has sparked outrage. Entering the high security venue with ballot passes, the protesters have stripped off their shirts, raised slogans and waved placards targeting the Prime Minister right in front of international delegates. Now, what was projected as a political dissent is now being called a deliberate attempt to embarrass India on a global stage. And we also saw that Pakistan wanted a seat at the global high table, but at Trump's first Gaza and Board of Peace meet, Islamabad found itself on the margins. Pakistan Prime Minister was left red-faced on the global stage at the first ever Gaza Board of Peace meeting hosted by Trump, from being pushed to the edge of the group photo to being asked to stand up mid-speech like a small schoolboy. Diplomatic optics have sparked a global buzz, while Trump praised India's Prime Minister Modi as a great friend. Sharif responded with the over-the-top praise, calling Trump a man of peace and even backing him for a Nobel Prize. But the biggest snub, Pakistan was left out of the Gaza stabilization force, a clear signal of Islamabad's diminishing clout. Social media calls it a summit of humiliation. Is this a diplomatic misstep or a new low in Pakistan-US equations? Pavneet Singh, a geopolitical expert, is joining us live here on Trending. Thank you for joining us here, Mr. Singh. You're a geopolitical expert, and you would, of course, tell us a little bit more about why Pakistan Prime Minister's moment in Washington, D.C. is being laughed at. This is extremely embarrassing for the Pakistan Prime Minister, as he was treated like a schoolboy at that global meet.
Sorry, I'd like to disagree, because I don't think he was treated like a schoolboy. Apparently, if you observed the behavior, it reminded me of the Three Idiots movie, where Rancho was sitting with Professor Sasrabuddhi in the front row, and his friend Raju Rastogi was made to stand at the last row just because he had poor marks. So probably, Shahbaz Sharif's real name should now be Shahbaz Sharif Raju Rastogi. We should call him like that. That was the moment for him. And secondly, in the mid of the speech, when Trump just, pointed out his finger and told him, why don't you stand up? And he just stood up like a adorable Pomerian puppy, and if you look at his eyes, it apparently resembles like that he's one ready for adoption. So it was definitely a big fiasco, which nobody in Pakistan would be obviously able to explain about. But one thing is very certain, that Pakistan today is in a very bad catch-22 situation. They wanted a presence at this high table, they wanted to be a part of the Board of Peace, but at the end of the day, they are not part of the, stabilization force, because had they joined that, they would have witnessed a severe backlash back home, that at a time when the Pakistani economy is collapsing, why was Pakistan committing to send their security forces for an American-led operation? And let's not forget, lastly, that they have already had this one experience earlier when they were part of the global war on terror, where Pakistan has already lost more than 70,000 of their troops in the 14-year period. So today there's a huge kind of a fatigue in Pakistan, whether they actually want to be a part of it or not. But at the end of the day, one thing is very clear: with an economy collapsing and Trump's behavior being erratic, Pakistan today has no significance. But yes, Shahbaz Sharif Raju Rastogi has again proven his true worth by going to the summit and, actually becoming a laughingstock for the entire world today.
Yes, and Mr. Singh, these videos that we are playing here of Pakistan Prime Minister, the way that he was being treated, they have gone viral on social media. The story is trending. Now, India was there as an observer as well, Mr. Singh. India has seen this, because India was there as an observer. Secondly, we have seen that Pakistan try to curry favor with the White House time and again. So this is extremely embarrassing for the Pakistan Prime Minister.
Exactly, because see, one thing is very clear: Pakistan, apart from the fact that it's just another Muslim nation in the world, it has no contribution today with respect to the Gaza Strip. Because Pakistan, number one, has never been vocal in their entire past about the atrocities on the Muslims in Gaza. So today, obviously, when it comes to other countries who have been historically committed for the stabilization of Gaza, Pakistan has no locus standi there. So the bigger question is, if they happen to go there and if they happen to have a place there, what do they actually stand up for? So that's one reason why they couldn't even commit for security forces. That's why if you see Shahbaz Sharif, when he was there, he was making some absurd remarks about how, Trump administration handled, the Indo-Pakistan scenario after Operation Sindoor, saved millions of lives. I mean, see, it's a Board of Peace meeting. It's talking about Gaza Strip and you are there and talking about, saving millions of Pakistanis. We will not save them next time anyway. Whatever has happened in the past has happened. But one thing is very clear, that it was proven that this man went there with no agenda, no idea about what the entire meeting was. Just because Pakistan is one of the Muslim states, they just wanted a presence there. They got it. In fact, India's presence as an observer state came out to be a much more mature presence there than these people.
That is right. Well, thank you for joining us there, Mr. Pavneet, saying geopolitical expert on this trending story you're tracking here on Republic TV. Let's move ahead, viewers. At a global summit meant to showcase India's AI ambitions, a staged protest by youth Congress workers has sparked outrage. Entering the high-security venue with valid passes, the protesters stripped off their shirts, raised slogans and waved placards targeting the Prime Minister in front of the international delegates. Now, what was projected as a political dissent is now being called a deliberate attempt to embarrass India on a global platform. Summit was attended by global tech leaders, was meant to position India as an AI powerhouse. Instead, the incident has triggered a sharp debate. Is this democratic protest, or is it a political theatre that undermines India's global image? Well, that is the question. Okay, let's go straight across to Shaina NC, Shiv Sena spokesperson, joining us. Thank you for joining us here, Shaina NC on Republic TV. This story is trending. It's not trending just here on Republic TV. It's making headlines all over. And netizens are reacting to it on social media. So my first question to you is that do you think that what the Congress was trying to do here, isn't it very, very suspicious? Because just one day after General Naravane had rebutted Rahul Gandhi's claims, we see that the Congress has gone ahead with this shirtless protest. Do you think this is a stunt by the Congress?
It's absolutely appalling that the Congress party has chosen this shirtless protest. What is the AI summit all about? It's about empowering India on the international platform. It's about the international world community that comes. So many global leaders, whether it was Microsoft or whether it was, Wikipedia, the list is endless of how many stakeholders had come to participate. And there you have the opposition doing this below the belt shirtless protest, which actually is only to garner eyeballs. I mean, you have Rahul Gandhi, who has defamed India on the international platform. You have the Congress party that is defaming India in our own presence when there's such accolades for the Prime Minister and the AI summit. When we talk about the Manav vision, what is that? To ensure that there are correct measures taken for moral ethics. And look at what our own opposition leaders are doing. Moving around shirtless like this and playing this kind of posturing shows you that they do nothing but theatrics, optics, photo optics, only to garner the eyeballs of the media. And I would request the media, please shun them too, because maligning our country is not acceptable. This is not, you have some core issues you want to raise in Parliament. Look at this. What is this drama? So that the whole world that has come as delegates sit here and, digress from the core issue of what they have come to do, which is the AI generation next, innovations. India is competing with China when it comes to robotics. We are competing for agriculture space, for clean energy. And there you have the opposition, which is only doing this drama.
Yes. Shaina,
shame on them. Shame on them.
Shaina, the BJP has also called this a national shame, what took place at Bharat Mandapam. Now, you're also touching upon this, and I would like your reaction further on that. You also said, and we all have seen how India hosted this global AI event. We saw world leaders, we saw tech leaders, the biggest names in the world of technology, AI converge here. Don't you think that at a stage like this, this kind of shirtless protest does not really make India look global? Because we were trying to look global here. Was this a sabotage by the Congress? That's what it looks like.
They didn't succeed in the sabotage at all. If at all, they showed how shameful they are as the opposition And I say repeatedly, shame on them, shame on them, shame on them. Here you have a prime minister who has tirelessly got the international world community. How many countries have participated? How many global leaders are attending the AI summit? Look at that, and the Congress only insults the nation. You see the befitting reply that the public of India will give them. Every time Rahul Gandhi goes abroad, he talks so shabbily about India. He disrespects the prime minister. He disrespects the country. And what they have done at the AI summit is the lowest of low. I really tell you, shame on them, shame on them, shame on them. Here is a summit where people have come for the new age, generation next, that is participating and valuing India as a #1 global player. If you have this kind of shoddy behavior on the international platform, you're doing a disservice to yourself. And please let me tell you, you continue to do theatrics in Parliament, outside Parliament, but don't you dare defame our country. This is the respect of 140 crore Indians who are watching this AI summit with such closed eyes. And they're so impressed with the way we have reached from the 11th economy to the 4th on our way to the 3rd. This is an accolade worth understanding, and that doesn't just happen overnight. AI is generation next. AI is the future. AI empowers us when it comes to clean energy, defense. You know, all along we thought that Indo-France relations is only limited to a Rafale jet. Look at the kind of avenues for clean energy. Look at the data centers which are being created. Look at the use of AI in the field of agriculture. And there you have the opposition doing this shirtless protest. And they say it's about the India-US deal. What nonsense are they talking?
Well, that's
India
exactly what netizens are asking, Shaina, that why at a global event, India hosting the AI summit, why did the Congress choose this event and try to embarrass the nation? They didn't succeed, like you said, Shaina. Well, thank you for getting us your perspective on that. We move ahead to some of the other stories we're tracking what is trending. So next are all the hot trends that we are seeing. Let's get started with those. India is set to commission its 3rd nuclear-powered ballistic missile submarine, INS Andaman, in April-May, equipped with the K-15 and long-range K-4 missiles. Stealth SSBN will join the Strategic Forces Command, strengthening India's sea-based nuclear deterrence. Now, Harmanpreet Kaur becomes the most capped player in women's international cricket, making her 356th appearance for India in the T20 against Australia. Now, she surpassed New Zealand's great Susie Bates in the record books. Kaur has top scored with 36, but India went down by 19 runs in Griffith, with the series now leveled ahead of Saturday's decider. And Nick Jonas turned cheerleader for Priyanka Chopra ahead of the Bluffs release. Big singer Bloody Mary inspired by her character. Fans also spotted him wearing a bracelet, mistaking it for a Mangal Sutra, sparking buzz online before the film's Feb 25th premiere on Prime Video. And NASA has successfully conducted a key fuel test of its Artemis II rocket in Florida ahead of the planned moon mission as early as March 6. The test comes earlier after the hydrogen leak concerns and is crucial to ensure mission readiness. Now, the test comes after the earlier hydrogen leak concerns and is crucial to ensure the readiness of the mission. Dramatic visuals from Utah show a massive avalanche cascading down a mountainside near major ski resorts. The avalanche was triggered during controlled mitigation efforts after heavy snowfall raised danger levels. Authorities briefly closed State Route 210 before reopening it as crews worked to ensure safety in the high-risk region. And Dubai's iconic Burj Khalifa lit up in the Indian tricolour to mark the India AI Impact Summit in New Delhi in powerful gesture of support and partnership. The tribute shared by the Indian Embassy in the UAE has highlighted growing India-UAE cooperation in technology, innovation and artificial intelligence. India's first homegrown developed air taxi was unveiled at the India AI Impact Summit developed with the IIT Madras. The electric aircraft can cover 36 kilometers in just 8 minutes without a runway. Air ambulance services are expected by 2027, marking a major leap in India's future transport. Margot has twirls, but Kareena did it first. A clip of Margot Robbie twirling in a red skirt in Wuthering Heights has now gone viral, with many online saying that Kareena Kapoor did it first, recalling her iconic look in Jab We Met. Social media is abuzz with over striking fashion parallel between Hollywood and Bollywood. A former India cricketer, Shikhar Dhawan, posted pictures from a Sangeet night with the fiancée Sophie Shine, captioning it, "Sangeet night, almost the Dhawans." It's confirmed the engagement earlier this January. And the former UK Prime Minister Rishi Sunak has added a touch of humor to the India AI Impact Summit in New Delhi, joking about the capital's notorious traffic after arriving late for a session. Apologizing to the audience, Sunak quipped that while artificial intelligence can achieve many breakthroughs, it still cannot fix Delhi's traffic, drawing laughter from the gathering. Beyond the light-hearted remarks, Sunak strongly praised India's rapid rise in the global AI race, calling it an emerging AI superpower. He credited Prime Minister Modi's leadership and India's vibrant innovation ecosystem for propelling the country into a global medal position.
Sorry we're a few minutes late, that's entirely my fault. AI can do many things, as we've heard this week, but it can't yet fix Delhi's traffic. So, sorry we're a few minutes late, that's entirely my fault. AI can do many things, as we've heard this week, but it can't yet fix Delhi's traffic. So, sorry we're a few minutes late, that's entirely...
In the shadow of one of the darkest sex trafficking scandals, Jeffrey Epstein's estate is now set to pay up $35 million to settle survivors' claims. A tiered deal of $35 million if 40 or more victims qualify, and $25 million if fewer come forward. But is this a price tag or justice or a path to closure? Settlement is being handled by the co-executors, Darwin Indike and Richard Khan, who have denied any wrongdoing and have not been charged with crimes. The claims span more than 2 decades, from 1995 to Epstein's death in 2019, a period that exposed a network of power, privilege and silence, but raises tough questions. Can money ever compensate for stolen childhoods? So viewers, those were the stories that were trending today. We will be right back tomorrow. Same time, same place. In fact, we will be getting our viewers all top updates here at Republic TV. Stay tuned to Arnab's debate next.
Co-powered by Century Ply Club Prime. Raho befikar.
मुस्कुराए लड़खड़ाए जिंदगी चाहे जो भी हो।
सर, पेशेंट के लिए कौन सा रूम प्रेफर करेंगे आप?
जिंदगी भर के प्यार का कोई रेट कार्ड नहीं होता। टाटा AIG हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस, विद यू लाइक फैमिली, विद यू ऑलवेज।
थोड़े में ज्यादा स्वाद, यही तो है इसकी खास बात। वाओ मामा, क्या स्वाद है? अरे मेरे राजा,
रानी, इस घर में कुछ है जो टूटता नहीं।
ये पिलर कभी नहीं टूटेगा। रुंगटा स्टील TMT से बना।
रुंगटा नहीं तो घर स्ट्रॉन्ग नहीं। रुंगटा स्टील TMT बार एकदम सॉलिड।
MDH की देगी मिर्च,
देगी मिर्च का तड़का, अंग अंग फड़का।
MDH की देगी मिर्च। केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो मतवारा हुआ रे। केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ।
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल, बोलो जुबान केसरी।
MDH की हल्दी मिर्ची धनिया करे कमाल, ये रंग दे, ये खुशबू दे, ये तीखा, ये कम पड़े, क्या निराला MDH मसाला।
अब छोलिया हो या लोबिया, सफेद चने या काले चने,
सब कुछ मजेदार बने।
The AI summit is on. The focus is even more on AI, and with this talk of AI boom, jobs going, Vinod Khosla has made a comment which has created further panic in a panic-stricken environment. In my view, not necessary. He's a well-known tech billionaire and venture capitalist. He says IT and BPO services will completely disappear over the next 5 years. And then he says something as prophetic as all jobs will disappear in 50 years. Now, this is not an offhand remark. Vinod Khosla is the founder of Khosla Ventures, established 2004, deep investments in AI, sustainability, medicine, and other technologies. He was also an early backer of OpenAI, and he made a lot of money there. In other words, he's not a casual observer. He's deeply invested financially and ideologically in an AI-driven future. So it is possible that he's used overstatement to make a point that also suits his overall business interests. But you see, the atmosphere is already volatile. Just 5 days ago, TCS shares fell to 5.5-year low. TCS just collapsed. And across India's IT corridors, there is a growing paranoia. Will automation hollow out all services? Will AI wipe out all jobs? Are entry-level jobs all at risk? So when a prominent AI investor like Khosla says that IT and BPO sector will disappear, it amplifies that panic. Khosla is a futurist. He's an attempted futurist. His job is to think in exponential curves. From his vantage point, radical transformation is profitable also. And that perspective naturally skews towards very aggressive forecasts. But to extrapolate that all IT, BPO will vanish, all jobs...
Co-powered by Century Ply Club Prime. Raho befikar.
मुस्कुराए लड़खड़ाए जिंदगी चाहे जो भी हो।
सर, पेशेंट के लिए कौन सा रूम प्रेफर करेंगे आप?
जिंदगी भर के प्यार का कोई रेट कार्ड नहीं होता। टाटा AIG हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस, विद यू लाइक फैमिली, विद यू ऑलवेज।
ये है सीक्रेट रेसिपी MDH का जीरा सिप जलजीरा मसाला। सिप सिप जीरा सिप जीरा सिप MDH का जलजीरा जीरा सिप MDH का जलजीरा जीरा सिप।
अरे टेंशन किस बात की? सेंचुरी प्रोवुड का प्रीमियम प्लस है ना, लो एमिशन है, हाई डेंसिटी है, वाटर रेजिस्टेंट भी है, टर्माइट एंड बोरो रेजिस्टेंट भी है। यानी ये है जहां नो टेंशन वहां।
प्रीमियम प्लस बाय सेंचुरी प्रोवुड।
आर प्योर शाही पनीर मसाला, डिलीशियस, हेल्दी एवरीडे।
प्योर सूजी पास्ता उबालो मिलाओ और खाओ,
8 मिनट में तैयार।
क्या टेस्ट है सबका राजा हार्डकोर मसाला।
The AI summit is on. The focus is even more on AI, and with this talk of AI boom, jobs going, Vinod Khosla has made a comment which has created further panic in a panic-stricken environment. In my view, not necessary. He's a well-known tech billionaire and venture capitalist. He says IT and BPO services will completely disappear over the next 5 years. And then he says something as prophetic as all jobs will disappear in 50 years. Now, this is not an offhand remark. Vinod Khosla is the founder of Khosla Ventures, established 2004, deep investments in AI, sustainability, medicine, and other technologies. He was also an early backer of OpenAI, and he made a lot of money there. In other words, he's not a casual observer. He's deeply invested financially and ideologically in an AI-driven future. So it is possible that he's used overstatement to make a point that also suits his overall business interests. But you see, the atmosphere is already volatile. Just 5 days ago, TCS shares fell to 5.5-year low. TCS just collapsed. And across India's IT corridors, there is a growing paranoia. Will automation hollow out all services? Will AI wipe out all jobs? Are entry-level jobs all at risk? So when a prominent AI investor like Khosla says that IT and BPO sector will disappear, it amplifies that panic. Khosla is a futurist. He's an attempted futurist. His job is to think in exponential curves. From his vantage point, radical transformation is profitable also. And that perspective naturally skews towards very aggressive forecasts. But to extrapolate that all IT BPO will vanish, all jobs will vanish eventually, is a maximalist, Vinod Khosla kind of claim. Now, I believe in a little bit more of an Indian approach, a balanced approach. And earlier today, I spoke to the remarkable tech genius Sridhar Vembu, founder of Zoho Corporation, who we are very proud of, who offered a more grounded view. He acknowledged disruption, and I'm going to be playing out this. He acknowledged disruption, but he emphasized more on adaptation. Now, Sridhar Vembu is the founder of Zoho, homegrown company, hundreds of millions of customers, CRM, finance, workplace tools, all increasingly powered by AI. He was humble enough to say that history is witness to the fact that when a new technology disrupts the job market, many other jobs are also created. So he doesn't take a typical VC, private equity, maximalist, hyper Vinod Khosla kind of approach.
Barged into a global event to shame India. Rahul orders Baniyan protest at AI summit. Arnab debates Rahul's Baniyan circus tonight at 9 p.m.
राहुल जी जनरल नरवणे ने कहा है कि वो आप गलत कह रहे हैं। राहुल जी जनरल नरवणे ने कहा कि आप गलत कह रहे हैं। भारत की जमीन पर कब्जा नहीं हुआ। और राहुल जी जनरल नरवणे ने कहा है कि आप गलत कह रहे हैं, गलत आर्टिकल का हवाला दे रहे हैं, भारत की जमीन पर कब्जा नहीं कर रहे हैं। जनरल नरवणे ने कहा है कि आपने अज्ञात सूत्रों का हवाला दिया है, भारत की जमीन पर कब्जा नहीं हुआ। राहुल जी आपने गलत कहा था, जनरल नरवणे ने कहा कि अज्ञात सूत्रों का हवाला।
मैम नीचे देखिए
From the Republic Media Network headquarters, it's time for Arnab Goswami on the debate. Goswami on the debate.
On the show tonight, Rahul Gandhi is running and running and running from Republic. He's done a Dora Dora Bhaga Bhaga Sa all day after being exposed by General Naravane. At 9 p.m. tonight, shame on the Congress party, shame on Rahul Gandhi, shame on Rahul Gandhi for organizing a Baniyan circus at the Global AI Impact Summit. Today's been a very, very, very bad day for Rahul Gandhi because all day he's running away because yesterday General Naravane exposed him and General Naravane said that how can you take an article seriously in a magazine which has unnamed sources. When asked whether Rahul Gandhi saying that he felt very lonely and all alone during Operation Galwan, he dismissed it saying anyone can say anything, ladies and gentlemen. So General Naravane exposed him and today Rahul Gandhi had a really bad day because wherever he went, you had Republic reporters asking him for reactions and he ran away all day from Republic. Our special correspondent Adarsh in Uttar Pradesh, Anirudh in Assam, questioned Rahul Gandhi and Priyanka Vadra about General Naravane exposing their lies on matters of national security. Priyanka Vadra particularly dodged all attempts at answering questions. She kept her lips sealed as the crowd followed her. Our reporter was relentless in his efforts to get an answer from her. She said, no comment, no comment, no comment, that's all, that's all, that's all. Ladies and gentlemen, what did the reporter ask Priyanka? She kept running. Look there, keeps running. When asked, General Naravane has slammed Rahul Gandhi's comments with the Congress party apologized. She runs away. That's all, no comment, she says. Now let's take the sequence with Rahul Gandhi. The reporter can be heard asking. Rahul Gandhi, General Naravane कह रहे हैं कि गलत आर्टिकल का हवाला दे रहे हैं. भारत की ज़मीन पर चाइनीज़ का कब्जा नहीं हुआ है. This question was repeatedly asked and Rahul Gandhi kept running. At one point he erupts, irritated and annoyed, and he gets physical as usual because Rahul Gandhi has a temper problem, ladies and gentlemen. We all know that. He lashes out at his own security, who's trying to guide him by his arm. The reporter of Republic is relentless in his pursuit of getting an answer again. As he repeats, General Naravane कह रहे हैं कि गलत आर्टिकल का हवाला दिया जा रहा है. भारत के ज़मीन पर चाइनीज़ का कब्जा नहीं हुआ है. Rahul Gandhi is then drinking for a bottle of water. He's drinking a bottle of water. He's going away. And then Rahul Gandhi is asked again by a reporter, Adarsh, and he goes back into the safety of his car. Today was a very bad day for Rahul Gandhi because like Priyanka, he was slithering away from Republic reporters' questions across multiple locations. And it is unsurprising, ladies and gentlemen, unsurprising that they had no courage to face our reporter. Of course, Rahul Gandhi has no courage to face me. Rahul Gandhi cannot face my reporter. Rahul Gandhi cannot face Republic. Priyanka Vadra and Rahul Gandhi can never face Republic. My chair is always waiting for you, Rahul. You know what happened to you last time you sat on that chair. Ladies and gentlemen, today is also a clear day which shows that the #1 political headline and agenda has been set by India's #1 network, while the rest of the Lutyens media tried their hardest to play catch-up. The Congress party was forced to respond. They claimed we are twisting General Naravane's words. They say, no, Rahul Gandhi has not been exposed by General Naravane. And that's a defensive Congress. That's a very, very defensive reply. And what can you say about Pawan Kheda anyway? He lost another case today versus me. He had to back off. He tried to file a case against me about what I said about a Congress party representative and a building in Turkey. And today, after 5 hearings, he withdrew the case, slinked away. And that's the reason, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, today I'm very happy, Rahul Gandhi is very sad because we won another legal case against Republic, for which I'm ever grateful to our fantastic legal team. We have the best legal team in the country. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't think, however, that the Congress party has the right to run away. They cannot do this Dauda Dauda Bhaga Bhaga Sa sequence anymore because they are doing Dauda Dauda Bhaga Bhaga Sa after making a grave national security allegation in the name of the former army chief who has now contradicted them. They cannot run away because they are dead silent after General Naravane refused to validate the unnamed source article that Rahul Gandhi amplified. and they are dodging Republic after General Naravane says you can say anything, distancing themselves completely from the narrative that Rahul Gandhi was trying to build. And now Rahul Gandhi is clipping his lips and zipping his lips after invoking the unpublished book to suggest Chinese occupation of Indian territory, which General Naravane has denied. And ladies and gentlemen, they are avoiding any direct answer over the issue that they raised. And my question to Rahul Gandhi is, you raised the issue, you made the allegations, you tried to create noise in Parliament, and you made the charge, and now you're running away from me. And guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to chase you, Rahul. And I'm chasing you because you made that charge. And I'm running behind you, Rahul, because you invoked the Indian Army. You politicized our forces. And I'm running behind you with a mic, and you're running away from me. You have no guts. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm questioning you, Rahul Gandhi, because I refuse to let national security become a prop to your petty politics and your pettiness. Face me. Let's debate.
This is Rahul Gandhi in Lucknow this morning, 12 hours after he was exposed by the General Naravane interview of Republic.
सर राहुल जी जनरल नरवणे ने कहा है कि वो आप गलत कह रहे हैं। राहुल जी, जनरल नरवणे ने कहा कि आप गलत कह रहे हैं। राहुल जी जनरल नरवणे ने कहा कि आप गलत कह रहे हैं। भारत की जमीन पर कब्जा नहीं हुआ। राहुल जी, जनरल नरवणे ने कहा कि आप गलत कह रहे हैं, गलत आर्टिकल का हवाला दे रहे हैं, भारत की जमीन पर कब्जा नहीं कर रहे हैं। राहुल जी, जनरल नरवणे ने कहा कि अज्ञात सूत्रों का हवाला दे रहे हैं, भारत की जमीन पर कब्जा नहीं हुआ है। राहुल जी क्या कहेंगे? जनरल नरवणे ने कहा है कि आपने अज्ञात सूत्रों का हवाला दिया है, भारत की जमीन पर कब्जा नहीं हुआ है। सर, ट्रम्प सेड दैट ही सेव्ड द वॉर वंस अगेन। सर, राहुल सर, ट्रम्प वंस अगेन सेड दैट ही सेव्ड द वॉर। राहुल जी क्या कहेंगे? जनरल नरवणे ने कहा है कि अज्ञात सूत्रों का हवाला दिया है आपने, भारत की जमीन पर कब्जा नहीं हुआ। राहुल जी क्या कहेंगे? राहुल जी क्या आपने गलत कहा था? राहुल जी क्या आपने गलत कहा था? जनरल नरवणे ने कहा कि अज्ञात सूत्रों का हवाला।
Over 10 questions asked, no answers. In Guwahati, his sister Priyanka Vadra was questioned by Republic's Aniruddha.
Thank you. They have given a bite.
Not a single word from the brother-sister duo. Their lips are zipped because Republic interview has exposed them.
Especially about the statement that you have already given that not an inch of Indian land had been taken by the Chinese. Do you still maintain that?
I think you should ask a reverse question to the Chinese, that have they occupied any Indian land? And answer to that question, I think, will satisfy all those who have any doubts on this matter.
One article has also quoted that you were allegedly recalled that Prime Minister instructions conveyed jo uchit samjhe wo karo. Did this mean that the Prime Minister gave you a free hand as the Chief of Army Staff to take calls you needed to be? Or or the other way around, whether Rahul Gandhi is saying that you were left alone?
See, once again, we cannot take cognizance of articles which are published quoting unnamed sources, what is right, what is wrong. So let it be for the time being at that. And as and when things get clearer, we can discuss these issues more in depth.
As your unpublished book has become the focal point in the parliament, are you being misquoted or are the allegations accurate?
I think we should not live in the past. We should look ahead, go in the future. I have written a new book, Murder Mystery. I'm writing the sequel to that. So let us move on and, as I said, not dwell in the past.
BJP leaders who countered Rahul this budget session are convinced the general's interview has only ended up raising more questions about Rahul Gandhi.
किताब के अंदर क्या था? क्या वो सोरोस का एजेंडा था? ये भी एक जांच का विषय है कि सोरोस जिस आधार पर देश को तोड़ना चाहता है, जैसे नेहरू जी ने पाकिस्तान बना दिया, देश का बंटवारा कर दिया, तो राहुल गांधी का जो एजेंडा है सोरोस के साथ मिलकर, ये सारी बातें मैं पार्लियामेंट के अंदर कहूँगा, लेकिन नरवाने साहब का उनको जवाब देना चाहिए.
The Congress has no courage to counter Republic now. Their Naravane card has been crushed by the general, who went public on Republic.
On the Naravane controversy, two controversies today. The Congress party has been running all the day from Republic. You saw the pictures there. I'd like to play them again. Just see the visuals, Nikhil, of how your leader is running away. It's quite shameful. Just keeps running away all day. At least he could have made a comment on Naravane. He could have come and said, Shazia, that I am ashamed about what I've said and I will change
Arnab has
my
already
mind.
made comments on what General Naravane wrote, and fortunately, you've shown the bits where you ask questions of General Naravane, and we can all see that he's a man under pressure. He's not.
I'm putting him under pressure. One minute. Just explain one thing. One minute. I run a network called Republic. I have an ace reporter called Alisha Nair. I assure you, I am in no position to put pressure on anyone.
I'm not talking about you.
Who is he? Who are you talking about?
The government is putting pressure on the former army chief. Can we all not see it? He's not answered a single question.
This interview has been done by Alisha Nair.
He's not answered a single question.
No, he has said it very clearly. One minute.
Let's not talk
Okay, I'll run the
past.
graphics again.
Editing a murder mystery. What are you saying?
One minute. Nikhil, thanks.
It
Don't get
clearly shows
overexcited.
that the former army
Do
chief
not get
has been put under
overexcited.
pressure by the government.
Shazia, has
What are
the
we
government
saying?
put any pressure on General Manoj Mukund Naravane, because of which he has given this interview to Republic?
चोरी करी है. Arnab, you are asking the thief if he's stolen something.
1 minute, let her reply to you.
Inch of India has been ceded, and it was not done at gunpoint. He repeats it today. Neither is he ever retracted.
No, he did not say that.
Today, no, just be quiet, sir. Do not get so excited. I think
he did not say that.
To be truly ashamed of yourself. No, to be
You should
truly
be ashamed of yourself for trying to put pressure on a former army chief, for selling out India's interests to the Chinese and to the Americans.
Please let Shazia make her opening remark as well. Thank you.
So Nikhil, screaming won't help you. It's time to hang your head in shame and demand the expulsion of Rahul Gandhi from the party. And I think the entire opposition should get together, because Rahul Gandhi has brought disrepute to our country many, many times. But he couldn't have, gone lower. He's hit the nadir, the lowest point whatsoever. And just when you think it can't get worse, it has gotten worse. What has happened today post this interview, and I'm glad Republic correspondent got that out of General, who said it very pleasantly and explained and even said that they are, what are those, why are the citations and no mentions of the actual references. So he completely says and makes it very clear. So Nikhil. So there are two things here. And I think that has made him so arbitrary that he's doing the most obnoxious things. Now, I think Rahul Gandhi is a cross between a buffoon and a saboteur. And we can see that, what he did AI.
See, let me not talk about the gentleman who's a cross between a donkey and a coward.
1 minute now.
Let me not talk about the 56.
Nikhil, by the way, as unfortunately the leader of 10 Lafangas who went into Bharat Mandapam today, you hold the unique distinction of being the idol for gundas in the political establishment. Having said that, let me bring back the issue. I'm debating that at 9.
Members of Parliament and the
All right, I'm going to Harish Muhammad Ibrahim, and my question is, you see, this is not innocent exaggeration. Nikhil, thank you. Nikhil, see, in life, Nikhil, there are two qualities a man should have. To a man or a woman, two qualities any mature person should have. They should know when to talk and they should know when to stop talking. Now, Harish,
They should
on
also
that,
know
yeah,
when
you don't know
people
when to
talking,
stop
when the
talking.
voice is being
Harish, my point to you is this, that a grave allegation was made, entirely shooting off the intellectual copyright of General Naravane. I repeat, on this, Rahul Gandhi has no IP, no copyright. He just said, Naravane said this, Naravane said that. Naravane felt very alone. वो बिल्कुल अकेले पड़ गए थे. This question was asked, Harish, and he says, anyone can say anything for God. You know, who the hell is this? And then we asked him, what about that article? He said, how do you take an article seriously which has unnamed sources? This has demolished your entire argument. Now it is important that you apologize to the nation.
Yeah.
You need to just do one thing. You need to say, sorry, we brought in the general exposed us, now we'll keep our mouth shut, we'll say sorry. Now, if all over again you begin to defend him.
Of course we should defend because the LOP...
You don't even want to give him one seat in Tamil Nadu and you'll defend him. Anyway.
That is separate. Let us come to the topic. And having said that, Mr. Naravane haven't denied anything. He was categorically saying, let the books get published, then...
he said, how do you take an article seriously which is unnamed sources?
One second.
One second.
He said, do not cite unnamed sources.
He said, do not quote unnamed sources. Do not make your interpretation on the basis of unnamed sources. How direct can he get?
Once the books get published, we will discuss in depth, number one. And he doesn't want to speak about the past and he wants to move towards the future. Those both.
You were quoting the Caravan article, Harish.
No.
Harish, you were quoting the Caravan article.
No, you are misquoting.
And now he's saying that the Caravan article has unnamed sources, which means he's questioning the veracity of the article.
You are misquoting even Naravane's statement to your own anchor.
I think that
please refrain.
You're being utterly shameless.
He categorically said that because he is under tremendous pressure is what we can feel.
What pressure?
So you can lie so blatantly.
Now this story.
Sasha and her party
you are hearing voices, my dear friend. You just have to listen to it once to comprehend it. It's your own comprehension. And you have your own subjective way to interpret things. That is your imagination playing wild.
You called LOP the buffoon and in front of the whole
fact from fiction.
On the air
subway. The matter is that he has said
Modi have made sure India look like a buffoon.
Articles from unnamed sources.
You made sure that LOP as a buffoon.
Not a single inch of China was ceded. And he said, go ask China the question.
Sasha,
please don't make up stories.
No, this is getting very nasty.
No, one at a time, please.
No. I need to come to my other panelists as well.
Have some civility, please give me a second.
No, Harish, can I move to the other panel?
No, forget civility. Have some basic intelligence
Shazia,
to understand what is being said.
Take both of them on, then I'll come to the rest. Yeah.
You haven't even allowed me to start my point, then you are moving towards another panelist. What kind of...
What have you been saying?
No, I've got studio panelists today.
You have been making up stories about what General Naravane said.
We heard it loud and clear.
With decent powers and competence. There's nothing to decipher or decode. It is fairly obvious what he said.
Oh God, Sasha, please have some civility. Let me complete, okay? You called the LOP as buffoon and Mr. Modi have made sure to look India as a buffoon nation in front of the AA summit across the world. So please don't use those...
Please don't say that about my country. No.
Mr.
Please
Modi,
don't say that
Mr.
about
Modi,
my country.
Mr.
You have
Modi,
hatred for my country. I will not allow you to do this.
No, one minute. There have to be some lines which are not crossed. I want to make a small point tonight, please. Shazia and Harish, if I may intervene. This was a very dangerous attempt, in my view, what Rahul Gandhi tried to do, and had Republic...
No, not at all.
Can I stop your background music? Are you some playback singer? Let me speak, no? Let me speak, no, Harish?
Go ahead. You have completed 20 minutes of your own
let me
monologue.
speak, no?
Please go ahead.
No monologue.
Anyways, it is your own channel. You can do whatever. You can speak for...
Yeah, it is my own channel, not some corporate channel.
Please go ahead.
So you should be happy, no? It's my own channel, my own network, not some corporate network.
Of course we are happy. Of course we are happy.
So my question is, Harish, since you're happy for me. See, my point is limited here. our issue is more serious. Suppose Republic, Anmol and Tariq had not got the interview with General Naravane. Where, okay, I admit he does not want to go into great detail, but he has made 3 basic points. One, don't take the article that has unnamed sources seriously. You can't take cognizance of that article. That is the basis of Rahul Gandhi's argument, the whole article. Us article ko inhone trash kar diya. Second point, he has said, how can you say that China has taken 2,000, 3,000 kilometers of our territory? Go ask the Chinese, you'll understand what we are talking about, which means he has demolished the second argument of Rahul, that India has ceded land to China. That's a very important. Third point, he's asked straightforwardly, कि Rahul Gandhi is saying you're feeling very alone, you're feeling very lonely. आप गलवान के समय बिल्कुल अकेले पड़ गए थे because Rahul Gandhi did. He's saying कोई भी कुछ भी कह सकता है. In Hindi, this is as clear as dismissing a thing. Now, had Naravane not dismissed, people would have thought that in India there is a divide between the executive and the military. That is the dangerous thing. And Rahul Gandhi has constantly been trying to break the civil-military balance in our country. The armed forces of the country operate under firm civilian control, right? They are kept
what sort of Manohar kahaniyan are these?
Well, if you don't understand civics, I can't help you. If you didn't go to class 5, I can't help you. No. This is civil-military balance is not Manohar kahaniyan.
And also masters, sorry.
Why are you behaving like
this? Is Manohar kahaniyan. This is Manohar kahaniyan. The man has not refuted what Rahul Gandhi has said once, but somehow you're trying to
Because they have already stated army
your own channel did in order to
have culture.
My point is, let me complete what I'm saying. Just wait a minute. Just wait a minute.
This is wrong.
I'm coming to you.
Yeah.
And after this, I'll have a debate in the studio. What if this interview had not happened and the armed forces of all levels, serving soldiers, would have felt that Modi government did not help Naravane during Galwan और उनको सब कुछ अकेला करना पड़ा.
The Modi government
अरे 1 minute फिर playback singing. I'm saying अरे भाई viewers, if you call today, क्योंकि मैं लाइन खोल रहा हूँ, आप इनके बारे में कंप्लेंट करिए. What if, Anmol, people would have thought that Modi government has let army chief down? इससे बड़ी बात नहीं हो सकती है. Nothing can be more dangerous than that. Let me get his take, then I'll come back to you. Please complete it in a minute.
But the moot question is that why hasn't the book been published even after 1.5 years?
How is that?
It is still under the review of the Defense Ministry. And then why did the Defense Minister of our country at the floor of the House in Lok Sabha said, and I'll quote him exactly, that the book has been held back because its contents were not factually correct. And he also said that if the facts are wrong, then why hasn't General Naravane gone to the court to defend his version, which implies that the defense minister of our country is saying that General Naravane is lying, that he is misleading the nation. Shame on such party who does not believe in the major journal of our country. And BJP MP Tapas Rao, he's from Arunachal Pradesh. He has himself said that, here's the article, that China has occupied 50 to 60 kilometers of Indian territory. You have a video. At the floor of the House, he stated on November 19th, 2019, and thereafter on January 21, 2021. He reiterated saying that an area of Arunachal Pradesh where former External Affairs Minister Jaswant Singh was posted as an army captain was not with India now. So these are also facts which your viewers must know. And the government must tell that why hasn't the book been published?
Point here is that
we could have drawn inspiration from his life, the way he has.
What I'm saying here is that I'm raising a much more serious issue. Since 1947, we have had wars in 1962, 1965, 1971, Kargil. We had Operation Sindoor. But we have always had uninterrupted, we are lucky to have uninterrupted and strong civilian supremacy in our country. It cannot become political side executive versus military. This brother-sister, इस भाई बहन की जोड़ी ने हमारे सेना और हमारे सरकार के बीच में फूट डालने की कोशिश की है. इसका बड़ा षड्यंत्र नहीं हो सकता. Because as per Article 53, Clause 2 of the Constitution of India, the President of India is the Supreme Commander of the Armed Forces of India. एंड ये कोई इनोसेंट बात नहीं है. इट्स अ वेरी सीरियस मैटर कि आप कह रहे हो कि सरकार ने सेनाध्यक्ष को अकेला छोड़ दिया. इट्स नॉट अ स्मॉल थिंग. पीपल हैव नॉट येट अंडरस्टूड. हमने नरवाने के इंटरव्यू के लिए हम असम डिब्रूगढ़ तक क्यों गए? अरे अगेन प्लेबैक म्यूजिक.
सर प्लेबैक म्यूजिक आर्मी चीफ की बुक से लिरिक्स पढ़ रहा हूं.
अरे भाई आई एम
ही सेड द गवर्नमेंट हैंडेड मी अ
one minute. आपने
It's not even music, you know, it's cacophony.
आपने किताब कहां से उठाई भाई? आपने किताब कहां से पढ़ी?
As it is available.
कहां से खरीदी आपने किताब?
There are many copies in the circulation. There are many copies in circulation, Adnav.
Or Satyaprakash Mishra, on how you view this, please.
Yeah, when Naravane's interview with Republic, it's completely a blow to this leader of opposition. He should ask for, apologize before the nation. He will not do that. He has become the vice chancellor of WhatsApp universities and so many unpublished books. I don't know who is his master. What is very clear, what Anmol just tried to project here, that when Naravane ji says, not even an inch of India's land is occupied by Chinese. Better ask Chinese. The second point, if you place so many articles written by so many people, that doesn't make any sense here. The concrete proof is with Republic, that is the interview of Army General Naravane. It is a history of Congress. After Kargil war is over, what it did with George Fernandez, he was defense minister. Congress tried to frame George Fernandez in a tabut ghotala to defame the achievement of the BJP government. So the Congress has nothing to do with the national interest and national security. It is a party which is so greedy for power that it can go so below, fall so below to grab the power. But nation understand much more better than this Rahul Gandhi. Nation loves some Rahul Gandhi. Why? You are quoting a book which has not been published. And the writer of the book is coming to the media and saying everything is incorrect.
The writer of the book has contradicted you.
Yeah.
And you don't have the decency to apologize.
It is a very shameful position for Congress now. And what Congress today did in AI summit is shirtless and shameless Congress now. Why it did that?
Yeah, that was very bad. That was very bad.
That was very bad.
That was very bad. You know, this
Congress,
Baniyan
what is the purpose of doing this? Congress wants a kind of anarchy in this country, what they are doing inside parliament, outside parliament, on the street and every corner. I understand Rahul Gandhi is strategically so ill that he is taking any medicine prescribed by any congressman and, you know, he will go much more below. You can't even imagine.
No, but now that Naravane
is he is sitting in outside of India, what he does? Simply demeaning, maligning India's image, India's democracy, India's institution, and everything. And India's even cultural, cumulative.
But that being said, what do we do now?
Rahul Gandhi, being a leader of opposition, history will never forgive Mr. Rahul Gandhi. Present is also not forgiving Mr. Rahul Gandhi. I must understand the common congressman is even not in favor of Rahul Gandhi's statement. I have personal communication with so many congressmen. They are saying that Rahul Gandhi will definitely wipe out Congress from Indian political system. Why? Because it's such kind of pathetic comment inside the parliament demanding the India's character, its sovereignty. Before China, you are just telling that. What you are promoting?
It is the Prime Minister who is bending over.
During Doklam crisis,
it is
what
the Prime
Rahul
Minister
Gandhi was doing in July 2017, he himself tweeted that he was sitting with Chinese ambassador when Doklam crisis was there. What he was doing with Chinese ambassador? Under which capacity he was meeting Chinese ambassador? Why it was done? When India successfully resolved the Doklam crisis, even Galwan crisis, India, you know, Rahul Gandhi must understand the South Asian border is so strenuous, so full of concern that we should not play with it. We should be very cautious in issuing a statement. You are giving cake to Chinese. Mr. Rahul Gandhi giving cake to Chinese. Why this is so? Because he has no love for this nation, neither for its politics, neither for its democracy. And definitely he wants anarchy in this country because he's out of power.
When Chinese stands for moving into our territory,
fish out of water.
Why did the Prime Minister not give a prompt response to General Naravane? What did the Prime Minister do for those 2.5 hours?
No, let's say that this is a serious matter now.
वंदे मातरम once. देखो ये भी नहीं बोलेगा. अद्भुत है. पूरा बताना नहीं है. आप समझिए निखिल, गलत लोगों को आप
अच्छा वंदे मातरम बोल रहे हैं सर. वंदे मातरम, जय हिंद.
आप अच्छे व्यक्ति हैं, गलत लोगों को बताने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं.
बुलवाइए सारी चीजें.
आप एक बात बताइए, प्रजातंत्र को धता बताने वाले राहुल गांधी की पार्टी का मेंबर एआई समिट में शर्ट पैंट खोल के चल दिया. क्या है मजाक भाई? राष्ट्र वो भारत का प्रोग्राम था, वो भाजपा का प्रोग्राम नहीं था. भारत का मस्तक जहां जहां मौका मिला राहुल गांधी जी को उन्होंने डुबोया है. छोड़ दीजिए उनका साथ. क्यों डूबने को तैयार हैं आप लोग? बना लीजिए कोई नया कांग्रेस. कांग्रेस आई है, आप लोग कांग्रेस वी बना लीजिए.
देखिए, I again go to this issue. One just Tariq bhai, here you can come here and look towards him. You're in the studio. My point is tonight, Tariq ji, why now that Naravane has spoken, the whole issue badal.
He was very clear.
He was very
cut.
And army people are like
very
that.
Clear. Like army man. Oh no, this is not true. Better go to ask Chinese.
Yesterday also we were discussing this. मैंने बताया था कि समाजवादी का स्टैंड बिल्कुल क्लियर है. We don't want army to be involved or खींचो any army person in any controversy.
Right.
पहली बात तो ये है. दूसरी बात ये है. I raised it yesterday also. If there is a problem, if there is a book, if there is a issue, discussion होना चाहिए. And it should not be, sir, and it should not be called anti-national or national security threat. इसके पीछे आप छुपिए नहीं. सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट आर्मी के पीछे छुप रही है और यूपी गवर्नमेंट पुलिस के पीछे छुपती है. क्यों? अरे डिस्कस करो. वो बुक नहीं है, आप बुक को आप रिलीज करो जल्दी से. At least this controversy will shut down.
Just 1 minute. We can run the DV. My question here is, let us understand that the whole story has changed. And how is it changed, Shazia? I go back to the issue. No. Till now,
बुक के लेखक ने सामने आकर सारी बात कही.
सर मैं कह रहा हूँ बुक के लेखक को आप सामने ला रहे हैं, बहुत अच्छी बात है.
ला चुके हैं.
आप बुक ही सामने ले आइए एक बार.
उस पे क्यों नहीं बोल रहे आप?
आप पहले बुक ही सामने ले आइए.
लेखक का बयान आ गया. उस पर क्या रहा है प्रभु?
छोड़ दीजिए प्रभु.
अभी आपने कहा
अभी आपने कहा वंदे मातरम बोलिए. मैं कहता हूँ आप ला इलाहा इल्लल्लाह मोहम्मद रसूलुल्लाह बोलिए. ये बेवकूफी वाली बात नहीं होती.
जो आपने कहा वो राष्ट्रगान नहीं है.
सुनिए,
जो आपने अभी कहा वो राष्ट्रगान नहीं है. आप प्लीज कंपैरिजन मत कीजिए. वो राष्ट्रगान नहीं है. नहीं, आपने कंपैरिजन क्यों की? मैं राष्ट्रगान की बात कर रहा हूँ. आपने कंपैरिजन क्यों की? वो बात क्यों कहा आपने इनको?
वो वंदे मातरम नहीं, वो पूजा करने की बात कर रहे हैं.
अरे मैं राष्ट्रगान की बात कर रही हूँ. राष्ट्रगान की बात
चाहता हूँ. मैं इनको मैं आपको एक जवाब देता हूँ.
आप राष्ट्रगीत गाइए.
रमजान के महीने में रोजे में हैं. आप रमजान के महीने में रोजे में हैं. पहले आपको बधाई.
शुक्रिया भाई.
शब्द आपने कहा कुरान से उद्धृत किया पहली आयत को, उसको आपके लिए सम्मान. लेकिन आप वंदे मातरम पर सम्मान भी नहीं देते ना.
नहीं, हम पूरा सम्मान देते हैं. लेकिन आप जबरदस्ती का है.
जबरदस्ती
बंदूक लगाते हैं.
जबरदस्ती
आप वंदे मातरम बोलेंगे, जय श्री राम बोलेंगे तो नहीं होता है. ये बात को घुमा कहीं
मैं इस पर सहमत हूं.
मातरम पे ले आ रहे हैं.
Anyway, going back. चलिए अभी now going back to the main issue. No. Go now going back.
Sir, you are turning it.
मैं बोल दूं.
नहीं मैं
को भी जबरदस्ती इस देश में मातरम
सत्य प्रकाश जी. Now I go back. I go back to the main issue. 1 minute, gentlemen, both of you. I'm requesting you, Tariq and Satya, I'm requesting you. I go back to now Shazia and Anmol. I'm going back to the core issue. See, everything was about Naravane. See, Anmol, you do not have an argument today. You are really in trouble because at the very core of this whole holding the parliament session ransom was a claim that Naravane has said 3 things. 1, that India has given up land, which he said I have not said, which he said is wrong. 2, that there is an article. He says, how can you believe an article which has unnamed sources? 3, that he felt alone and absolutely without leadership, which he has contradicted. All the 3 main points are contradicted. Now, you can't look down, can't run away. You have misled the people of this country with thought and intent. No, 1 minute. She'll speak first, then you come in. With thought and intent, you have misled the people of this country, and you were betting on one thing, not you, the Congress, that आर्मी चीफ कहाँ इंटरव्यू देंगे? और जब तक ये चुप रहेंगे हम पूरी एडवांटेज लेंगे. We are going to take maximum advantage of his silence. And now he says, I'm not going to be silent.
Absolutely. And Arnab, whoever heard it, he said unambiguously that not a single inch was ceded. Ask the Chinese and ask them how much they were able to take from us. And he also said, why would you quote something that has not been published? And he was questioning the veracity of the article. Now, Anmol and the gentleman from Samajwadi Party are sheepishly, slimily, and insidiously are trying to hide behind the
He never said the things that you're imputing to him.
Stop your background music band.
The thing is, why the book has not been published? I want to answer that, Anmol.
Shazia ji,
let her finish.
Don't live in a fantasy world.
Let her finish.
आप ही के सवाल का जवाब दे रहे हैं कि बुक क्यों नहीं पब्लिश हुई? हमारे देश में एक ऑफिशियल सीक्रेट्स एक्ट जो होता है, it applies for life even after retirement.
मैं अभी कहूँगा इस पे जवाब दूँगा.
चुप रहिए एक मिनट.
मैं अभी एक जवाब दूँगा इस पे.
On the relationship.
मैं अभी इस पे जवाब दूँगा आपको.
Or any material prejudicial to national security.
मैम एक बात मैं कहूँगा.
Let her finish ना. बात खत्म करें.
एक बात मैं कहूँगा.
Let her finish ना सर.
Sorry.
Let her finish.
एक बार रुक जाइए. थोड़ा तमीज़ से तहजीब दिखा दीजिए.
Sorry.
इसे दिखा दीजिए. देखिए रमजान का महीना है, अल्लाह झूठ ना बुलाए आपको. While retired personnel are no longer governed by Army Act, if a manuscript contains operational or sensitive details, authors are expected to submit it to MOD for clearance. So don't hide behind that excuse. Do not be slimy about it. Speak of the interview that you've just heard, where it has been stated categorically by General Naravane that is the side.
Boss, there's a big breaking news I'm having right now. I've just got a breaking news that the highest court in America has struck down all of Donald Trump's tariffs.
Wow.
This is huge. The US Supreme Court, ये बहुत बड़ी खबर है. I had to break it. The US Supreme Court. Let me explain to you. Listen, this is not true. Listen, this is very big. The Supreme Court, and I'm reading, the US Supreme Court strikes down Trump's tariffs. The court rules EPA does not give the president authority to impose them. As a result, the US may now have to refund previously collected tariffs. This is very good news for India. This is actually a very big deal. I think that's fantastic. We'll have to look at the implications of this very closely. I just wanted to break away from that. I'm going to have callers on this present Naravane issue. Colonel Sushil Kulkarni is calling in from Nashik.
It's a sigh of...
One. You're not going to blame Modi for this.
It's a sigh of relief from immense pressure.
एक बात सुनिएगा मेरी.
You know what he's political desperation.
Ma'am, please.
You know, masquerading is some kind of activism.
No, ma'am, please.
You know, you are
please.
making...
But चाहे आप हो, चाहे हम हो.
Judge you.
आप हो, चाहे हम हो, बात तो सुनिए, ma'am.
History is judging you, my dear friend.
Ma'am, history कोई ठीक करने की बात कर रहा हूँ, बात तो सुन लीजिए. अरे मेरी बहन, बात तो सुन लीजिए.
अरे मेरे भाई.
अरे शादिया बहन, बात सुन लीजिए. अरे अल्लाह का वास्ता बात सुन लीजिए.
No. 1 minute.
बात तो सुनिए.
No.
एक सेकंड बस बात सुनिए. बात सुनिए.
We stand with Indians.
No. I need to now. Please. 1 minute.
Listen to me.
Shazia, 1 minute. This is becoming very big out here. Make your point, and I need to get a couple of callers.
I just want to say one thing. ये आपका और मेरा मामला नहीं है, ना ये किसी पार्टी का मामला है. एक कानून बनाना चाहिए. बात सुनिए भाई.
Anyway.
एक कानून बनाना चाहिए जिसमें कोई भी इस तरह के अफसर, चाहे IAS हो, चाहे IPS हो, चाहे ये हो, चाहे एक्स जज हो, कोई भी गवर्नमेंट को क्रिटिसाइज करने का अधिकार ना मिले. इस तरह की किताब लिखने का अधिकार ही ना मिले. बात ही खत्म हो गई सारी.
Okay, 1 minute now. Colonel Sushil Kulkarni is coming to you. Dr. Sushil Kulkarni is joining in from Nashik in Maharashtra. Dr. Kulkarni.
Good evening, Arnab.
Good evening, sir.
I'm Colonel Kulkarni. I'm speaking from Nashik.
Sir.
Yesterday also, I tried 96 times to contact you, but I could not get through. But
I'm glad you are here with us now.
that you have allowed me to talk to you. That done, I've got a quick 2 points for this thing. First is, you're hearing me?
Loud and clear.
Yeah. First is 2 quick points. One is that this gentleman, Rahul Gandhi, a specimen of a kind which I don't know why India is tolerating for so long, number one. Number two is he's making all false statements using false narratives against the government, not only government, against India, which is not acceptable. He is challenging the Chief of Army Staff. Come on, man, have a heart. Chief of Army Staff